Well, Kathy, the security guards that did gather here outside the offices of African Global Operations have since dispersed. We understand that they had staged their pickets starting from 6 o'clock this morning outside Lindela Repatriation Centre. But they've basically taking their demands to the head office of this company, and it was also on the same morning where they found out that their jobs were on the line. But essentially the security guards here have just been really just making their demands known about the work conditions that they are exposed to each and every single day. Also, the pay factor was also quite pivotal in their demands. But let's just hear it from the workers. I do have with me a representative from the South African Private Security Workers Union. Thank you so much, Mr. Give me your name again.
Sefala.
Yes, Moses Sefala, you are from the union. Tell us about what were the demands really from the security guards that gathered here quite some time back.
Yes, thank you. The demands, as I've earlier indicated, included, amongst others, the issue of transport allowance, free transport allowance, medical aid provision, reinstatement of 1.5 allowance that was withdrawn by the company. The other one was the issue of pay slips. Hours on pay slips are not reflected. And then the working conditions at Wisasa currently are not favorable for the employees. What they're complaining about is there are times when they have to escort inmates to hospitals, terminally ill inmates to hospitals, without any medical attention to them. So what they are saying is the company must at least give them a medical cover for that, as well as danger allowance, because they are exposed to dangerous illnesses as a result of that. On the issue of transport allowance, I've mentioned earlier that there are those employees who start their shift at 10 o'clock at night and those who knock off at that time. So they have to make provision of their own transport to and from work at that time. And we have female employees included in that. You can imagine none of them is staying around Lindela Repatriation Centre. They have to travel back home and come back to work at that time of the night. So with the log on that, we took the matter to CCMA finally. A certificate to strike was issued. So today, after the submission of our memorandum here, the company promised that it will be coming back to us within 7 days with feedback, positive feedback. Unfortunately, in the meantime, we rushed to the office and then came up with, we found...
and this is why you have this letter with you. What letter is it, and when will you serve this letter?
Immediately after we submitted the memorandum, we went back to the office, and then upon our arrival, we were met with this document. This document is from African Global. What it's saying is a voluntary liquidation by the company. The letter is saying they've undergone, the management of the company has decided to the board of directors announced the voluntary liquidation of the company. So currently we have taken the document to our legal teams, and then we are waiting for further instructions from the legal department of the union.
I know I did peruse through the document quickly. It talks about 4,500 employees that are possibly going to be affected by this liquidation, but it also touches on 25,000 people that these 4,500 people are really dependent on. I mean, you must be worried as a shop steward for the workers that were here, but also for many workers who are linked to this company.
Yes, that's true. As a union, we are very much concerned about this large number of jobs that are likely to be lost by the employees, taking into consideration the fact that each one employee feeds almost plus minus 5 to 10 members of the family. So a loss of one job means plus minus 10 people are likely to suffer as a result of this. So obviously, as a union, we are very much concerned about that. But currently, as I said, the document is under our legal teams, and then we're waiting for further instructions from them.
Just lastly and very quickly, Dr. Moses, when your workers, when the employees find out about this letter, what was the sentiments? What were the feelings?
Yeah, actually, while we were here, there were just rumors that there is a letter about voluntary liquidation. We didn't see the document yet then, but the environment then, it was very, 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 I can say it was touching, because they could see the possibility of future unemployment. It was just roaming around their heads. So now that we have confirmation as a union, really it will be a serious shock to them now that what they were suspecting has really been confirmed by the company. Yes, it's very shocking, and they are very concerned that their jobs are likely to be lost. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Of course, that was a representative, a shop steward really from Sapawu, who's telling us about the fact that the people that he interacts with each and every day, the workers that are guarding Lindela Repatriation Centre, are quite concerned about the possible job losses. But we know that there's one union that believes the liquidation is just an excuse for more covering up of corruption. Over to you.
All right, thanks for that, Lirandzu. Certainly giving us a picture of the people who are likely to be affected by this court process that